The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
A most pleasant good afternoon to you all, wherever you may be. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. The Delaware Hockey Network presenting University of Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division II ACHA action as the Hens return to home after splitting in the Queen City over the weekend, and they host the Providence Friars, also wrapping up a three-game weekend of their own. Heidi Walt, James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena as we welcome home the Men's Division II Blue Hens after they've been on the road for the last few weeks. Hens tore through an 8-game heater and then ran into a little bit of trouble on the road, only mustered 1 point at the ACC Fall Showcase just south of D.C. last weekend, and then they split against Cincinnati, winning 2-1 in overtime on Friday before dropping a 5-1 decision yesterday. They come back to Fred Rust Arena here looking to get back in the win column to end the weekend, hopefully 2-1. Hens sitting 10-8-2 on the season after splitting at Cincy. Joey Hooper getting a well-deserved day off between the pipes. Joe Monty gets the start for Delaware today. He's 2-0-0 on the year with a sparkling 0.49 goals against average and a .972 save percentage. Welcome back to Joey Wogish back in the lineup. He'll be at the right wing in the second line, consisting otherwise of Austin Vecchio and Jake Quinn. Vecchio with 7 goals, 5 assists on the season so far. Jake Quinn with 8 tallies of his own, along with a pair of helpers, leading goal scorer for the Blue Hens this year. In terms of overall points, though, Brian Kramer has been the man. 7 goals, 7 helpers. He'll start up front with Brendan Stam and Ethan Sharp. We'll see Sean Lipinski and the strong two-way defenseman Pat Flaherty getting the call at the blue line from head coach Vince Falkowski. On the other side of the red line, for the Providence College Friars, standing 6-2-1 so far, Dean Sakamoto. Tabbed with the goaltending assignment, 6-2 on the year with a .375 goals against average and a save percentage of .809. Ryan Cielo and Sam Marchioni getting the defensive start. Michael Pinot, Shane Kelly, and David Moriarty. Moriarty with 6 goals, leading the teams in goal productivity. We'll start at forward, and we'll keep an eye on defenseman Seamus Carolan, the Fairfield, Connecticut native, who leads this team in points with 4 goals and 4 assists so far this season. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution, custom fit to your circumstances, the expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. Learn more at injuryde.com. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll head inside the glass. Delaware Providence coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
A live look inside Fred Rust Arena as we get ready for a Sunday matinee between the Providence College Friars and the University of Delaware Blue Hens in this ACHA Men's Division II regular season matchup. Delaware split with Cincinnati in a Friday-Saturday set. They got home from the Queen City around 1 a.m., and it's a quick turnaround to wrap up a three-game weekend. Another three-game weekend coming up for the Blue Hens next weekend. A home-and-home with Ryder, followed by a quick road trip down the 95 to Stevenson. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, but right now we're going to take you inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good afternoon and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Today, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a men's Division II regular season game between the visiting Providence College Friars and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet today's starting lineups. For the Providence College Friars, coached by Chris Guin. Starting in goal, from Scarsdale, New York, number 1, Dean Sacamano. On defense, from Vernon, New Jersey, number 5, Ryan Cielo. And from Medway, Massachusetts, number 55, Sam Marchione. Starting at left wing, from Natick, Massachusetts, number 27, Shane Kelly. At right wing, from Kittery, Maine, number 29, David Moriarty. And starting at center, from Abington, Massachusetts, number 12, Michael Pinot. And now let's meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Wayne, New Jersey, number 31, Joe Monty. On defense, a senior from Staten Island, New York, number 3, Patrick Flaherty. And a senior from Greenville, South Carolina, number 28, Sean Lipinski. At left wing, a sophomore from Dedham, Massachusetts, number 11, Brendan Stam. At right wing, a sophomore from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, number 14, Brian Kramer. And your starting center from Wilmington, Delaware, a senior, and your captain, number 15, Ethan Sharp. Your Blue Hens are coached by Vince Valkowski and Bob Stroik, assisted by Dylan Green. The on-ice officials for today's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Owen Doan and Brent Kendall, and linesmen Bryce Lindsay and Darren Mattern. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend it with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? With the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups in our rearview mirror, it's time to drop the puck. On Sunday afternoon hockey in the first state. Delaware Blue Hens traveling left to right in their home white kits. Blue helmets, blue pants. Providence in head-to-toe black with some gray trim. White numbers on the back and sleeves. They'll move from east to west here in period number 1, from our right to our left. Bryce Lindsay with the opening drop, and here we go. Hens control the puck off the initial face-off. Sharp leaves this across to the left side, and Sean Lipinski. He didn't have the red line before he dumped the puck into the Providence zone. It's recovered there by Ryan Cielo. Pinot works this clear, nearly intercepting that breakout pass was Sharp, but Marchione stayed with the play, and just above the Delaware blue line, he caroms the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Marchione again, this amid a delayed offside. Everybody tags up. Puck is covered up by Monty, and he'll hold for the pause. Near circle face-off won by Pinot over Jake Quinn. Updated stat line on Quinn for those of you keeping score at home. 8 goals and 3 assists on the season from what you see online. The stats from the Georgetown game in D.C. not reflected. Quinn looking for a 9th on a fast break. Sticked away by Sacamano. Shane Kelly gained control of the puck. He tried to work it behind the cage. Moriarty failed to clear. Marchioni lets this go. This is not an icing. Bryce Lindsay said no. Darren Mattern communicates it with those of us on the near side. Seamus Carolyn lofts the puck through the rafters back deep into the Delaware end. Forechecking heat coming in the form of Derek Daly. But the Hens protect in their own zone, and Hubert Polchlepek, challenged by Jesse Peck, failed to clear. Aiden Getz from the opposite side throws this back outside Delaware territory. It's volleyed back in by Carolyn up the near wall. Seamus Carolyn, the nutmegger, with 4 goals and 4 assists on the year. Solid productivity from the blue liner. Almost a point a game so far for Providence. Ultimately could not set anything up that time round. We're just over 2 minutes in. Each team with 1 shot on goal and no score to be had yet. Fourth line on for Delaware, Josh Flom. Working with Hubert Polchlepek and Dimitri Mahalios. So third line, except the fourth line center, Leighton DeMasters not in yet. Centering pass intended for Flom was broken up and cleared by Daly, and the Friars will change. Providence defeated by Ryder 3-1 yesterday, wrapping up a 3-game road swing of their own. Delayed offside gives C.J. Milsarek an extra beat to think about his options, but the breakout ultimately fails as Flom was met by Leahy over the center circle. Winding up from distance was Anthony Greco. His shot from the top of the left circle into the glove of Sacamano, and we've got a pause in play. So the Hens maintain territory off the far circle face-off. Lawson could not hold the zone. Pressured by Edmonds. This is sent back in, directed by Lawson off the Flaherty feed in behind the cage. Leahy up the left side to Anstis. Taken away by Greco. Flaherty could not hold neutral territory. The puck was pushed past him by Medua. And the stretch pass up the right wall from Lipinski is ruled offside with 16:19 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Face-off's going to go all the way back to where the offside pass originated, and that's to the right of netminder Joe Monte. Fourth line on for Providence. Crattenmaker in for the draw across from Ethan Sharp. The Marchioni shot from the left point. Easy, clear save for Joe Monte. So we're 2-2 in the save department. And a puck out of play gives us a break in the action. Sharp tries to stick handle off the dot in the neutral zone draw, but ultimately is overpowered by a host of men in black. Sharp to Kramer up the right side. Kramer enters up the near dots. Drop pass and a shot from Stam. Just wide. Engelman barely held the point, but he gave the puck away. The re-entry is good. Net front redirect from Brendan Stam, and the Hens are on the board. Brian Kramer with the setup and Stam with the finish. It is 1-0 Delaware. Here it comes again. On the Delaware and the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. A give and go. Facilitated by Brendan Stam. Kramer with the helper. And the Hens take the early advantage. Oh, Delaware goal! His 6th of the season. Scored by number 11, Brendan Stam. Assisted by number 14, Brian Kramer. And number 15, Ethan Sharp. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the first period. Stam 6th from Kramer and Sharp at 4:25. On the third Delaware shot of the game. Stam going top corner to beat Sacamano. Blocker side gives the Hens the early advantage. Monty freezes for the pause. And the face-off comes to his right, where Leighton DeMasters is overpowered in the circle. Brennan across the line to Leahy. Shot blocked by DeMasters, doing well to clog the mid-slot. This is fed back to Leahy at the point from Peck working the near corner. Taken away by the Blue Hens. Leahy pushed back to his own line. Cross ice feed to Brennan. This thrown in from distance. Connolly could not get through traffic. Mahalios recovered for Delaware but could not clear either. There's no icing here. We're 6 minutes and change into the first period. Delaware up 1-0 over the Friars of Providence College. Here's a 2-on-1 and a Peck shot. Monty keeps it in front of him for the save. Rebound controlled by Hubert Polchlapek. Breakout pass finds Mahalios as Polchlapek is off. There's a 3-on-3 for Delaware, but Flom could not set up Engelman at the right point. So Milsarek recovers. Flom could not maintain the zone. He had to wait for Lawson to tag up. Lawson crashing the net. Flom follow-up chance. No, couldn't put it in off the rebound. And the Friars come barreling back the other direction, but Mark Anstis could not reel in the cross-ice breakout pass from Medua. Stretch pass the other way. Flom, Greco, Lawson. Lawson shot from the corner into the glove of Dean Sacamano, and we've got a pause with 12:34 to go in the first period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead and an attacking zone draw coming up. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Milseric's going to go for kneeing. So our first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the game is coming up right now. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 2, C.J. Milseric, 2 minutes for kneeing. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 44 seconds of the first period. Milseric 2 for kneeing at 7:44. And this is offside. Pinot won the draw. Cielo left this across to Marchioni. Kelly and Moriarty, the other components of this first power play wave for Providence. We're just beyond the 8-minute mark of the opening period. Cross-slot pass was intercepted. Kelly leaves this back to Marchioni. Kelly winds up from the dot. Shot tipped up into the atmosphere and over the back glass behind the Delaware net for a stoppage. Face-off comes back to Monty's left. Quinn and Pinot squaring off, and we'll do it again. Cross-ice feed to Cielo. Coming from Kelly off the Providence face-off win. Cielo walks the line to Marchioni. Kelly leaves this down low to Moriarty. The pass up high to Marchioni did not connect. So the Friars are forced back into their own zone to regroup and reset. Sam Marchioni to Pinot. Up the right dots, he comes back into the Delaware zone, but he's slowed up by the reaching stick of Joey Engelman clogging the slot. Engelman presses Moriarty back behind the cage, recovering the puck is Pinot. Pinot leaves this to point man Jesse Peck. As the second wave starts to filter in, shot from Pinot from just above the dot, sticked back right toward him by Joe Monty, good for save number 6. Single digits on the Milseric minor. And the Hens will come away unscathed after their first penalty of the game. Long shot from Stavridis. Met by another Joe Monty stick save. Here's Stavridis again. Putting one net front. Moriarty couldn't finish, but on the doorstep for the rebound chance. Looked like it was Jesse Peck to put Providence on level pegging. We'll see it again. Jesse Peck coming in from the opposite side at 9:56 in the first period. Gives the Friars their first. Providence goal, his third of the season, scored by number 16, Jesse Peck, assisted by number 29, David Moriarty, and number 21, Benjamin Stavridis. Time of the goal, 9 minutes 56 seconds in the first period. Peck's third from Moriarty and Stavridis at 9:56. Brendan Stam looking to get one right back to no avail. That goes over the glass and out of play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Daly and the Masters meet in the near circle. Here's Mahalios winding up from distance, but his shot from 30 feet was well wide and ricocheted off the backboards. Brennan, met by traffic, could not clear. Flaherty flipped the puck in from the near half wall, but it bounces back to center where Lipinski drives it back in. Hens tag up after a brief delayed offside, and the Friars come marching back the other way. Daly leads the procession, but he's slowed in the far corner by Mahalios and subsequently Lipinski. The shot from the right point came from Brennan, but it was off its mark. Here's Brennan again, taking aim, getting one on net this time. It's held by Monty for the pause. 8.5 minutes to go in the first period. Delaware drawing first blood thanks to Brendan Stam. But Providence's Jesse Peck responding in kind at the midpoint of the period to give us a 1-1 score with 8.5 to go here in opening period play. And Providence has accounted now for the last 4 shots recorded by either team. Only one of those coming on the power play, but they've prolonged their momentum well since. Icing waved off by Darren Mattern after the attempted play on the puck from Aiden Getz. Here's Joey Wogish, second game back. Leading to the zone entry, the give and go from Engelman failed to materialize. Wogish's shot was just wide. It hit the frame of the goal far side. Getz, Engelman taking aim from just inside the stripe. Shot was high off the back glass, chased down by Vecchio, but the rebound is cleared up the near wall by Leahy. Volleyed back across neutral territory by Engelman, controlled by Vecchio, and he comes. Quinn holding the zone, shooting through traffic, and Sacamano holds on for the pause with 7.5 remaining in period number 1. Delaware and Providence deadlocked, one aside, in what's the third game of the weekend for both of these sides. Face off at the opening wall, at the opposite wall, I should say. Words are hard. Ultimately goes Providence's way. The rapid fire shot from Anstis was over the crossbar. Edmonds to Marchione. Friars regain the zone. Emil Sarek recovers for Delaware behind his own net, but fails to clear as Kelly maintained the right point. This is cleared by Buckman, and it will come back and icing. Face off to the right of Joe Monty. An interference called with 6:46 to go in the first, as the Hens were ultimately stunted in their efforts to get back up ice. The penalty to Sam Marchione, however, sets up the first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the afternoon for the Blue Hens. Learn more about all Dr. Brad Bly's offerings toward health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. The Providence penalty was assessed to number 55, Sam Marchione. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 14 seconds in the first period. Marchione, 2 for interference, at 13-14. Stam pulling back behind his own net. Sharp, Wogish, DeMasters, and Kramer. The other four on this offensive-minded power play attack. Sharp around the horn to DeMasters. Touch pass from Kramer to Stam. Stam shoots. Sacamano saves. 5:54 to go in the first. A minute 8 to go on this first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the afternoon. And the Hens' second wave comes on, led by Jake Quinn. Flaherty, Mahalios, Vecchio, and Polchlepek complete the quintet. From the left dot, Polchlepek's shot was blocked. Follow-up coming from Vecchio. Was just wide of the far post. Rebound controlled by Mahalios, worked around the horn by Flaherty to Austin Vecchio, opening fire from center point. And another Sacamano save. Leads to another face-off to his left with 5:37 to go. Here in opening period action. Flaherty with a cannon from the top of the right circle as we rejoin live action following the 4-1-2 communications replay of Dean Sacamano's 8th save on 9 total shots faced. 25 to go on the power play for the Hens. 9 shots aside. The score even at 1. Vecchio throwing a body in the near corner at Moriarty, trying to emerge with the puck, and Polchlepek does. Cross ice feed to Quinn in the neutral zone. Quinn tried to split the wickets, but a poke check from Sean Connolly slowed him up between the train tracks. So a successful penalty kill from the Friars brings us to the final 4.5 of the first period of a 1-1 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Vecchio attempted to dump the puck into Providence territory. He felt that Krattenmaker's stick was high when it played the puck, but to no avail as linesperson Bryce Lindsay says otherwise, and play continues on. Carolyn launches the puck in from Red. Stick by Monty to the far corner, left by Engelman to Greco. Turnover in the zone led to a close-up shot, which was wide. This is tipped over the glass and out by Seamus O'Donnell. And the face-off will come just above the Delaware blue line with 3:49 to go in the first. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece for your next team event, special occasion, or hey, how about this Thanksgiving dinner? Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. And Sid's is accepting orders for Thanksgiving dinner now through a week from Thanksgiving. Save yourself the stress of the cooking. Let Sid's do the hard work for you, and you'll still be the first star of Thanksgiving dinner. Final 205 seconds. Seamus Carroll in blue attire, but still was able to stick handle into the top of the circle. Botched the shot. Recovering his Flom. To Buckman, pushed off his backhand to Greco. Greco flips the puck over the line. It's gloved down by Daly, rifled back in from just in front of center. So no danger of an icing from Providence's perspective. Final 3 have begun. Buckman stretched pass to Lawson, tipped over the center line. in behind the Providence goal, but the Friars come back with an odd man rush. Here's Peck off the Daly setup, right into the breadbasket of Joe Monty for a pause with 2:45 to go in the opening frame. 1-1 from Fred Rust Arena on this Sunday afternoon, and glad to have all of you with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. Marchione stepping up, fed the puck by Medua, driving this back deep into Delaware territory. The net front chance from Anstis failed to materialize, but Providence regained in their own end. Cielo tried to dipsy-doodle through traffic in the neutral zone, but was slowed up just above the Delaware blue line. Puck rolls back to the half wall. It comes back to Cielo from Medua. Cross-ice feed to Marchione. Tipped back into neutral territory. Stam, the forechecking menace. Marchione met by Kramer. Stam nearly forced the turnover. Now he does, as the pass at the right side from Cielo was intercepted. Lipinski will try to slow it down at his own line. Vecchio walking in. Around Marchione, he tried to poke one into the near corner, but the net was sealed off by Sacamano. So saves are even 9-9, shots are even 10-10. And a little simple arithmetic will show that the score is even 2-1-1. Final minute and a half of the first period. A Vecchio poke check. Clears the zone, and he's going to draw the penalty. $18:34 rather. Into the first period. The Hens will head back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play as Daniel Brennan is sent off for a trip. DESportsmed.com, the place to go. Providence penalty assessed to number 9, Daniel Brennan, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes 34 seconds of the first period. Brennan 2 for tripping at 18:34. Hens were forced back into their own zone to recover and reset. And now Polchlepek leaves the puck to Vecchio. A long shot blocked in traffic. Flaherty in the far corner controls the rebound. Up high to Polchlepek. Flip back, Vecchio, fans on the puck. This worked in close, but Flaherty is pinched by Stavridis to the far corner. Mahalios patrols below the cage. Flip to Polchlepek at the right point. He and Vecchio changed places. That shot from 40 feet made it on. Sacamano with the blocker save. Polchlepek again, winding up his Flaherty from 35 feet. Sacamano with another stop. Final 15. This is rifled clear by Stavridis. Monty stretches this ahead to Vecchio. Kick to Polchlepek in the neutral zone. Final 4 seconds ticking away. Last chance shot, Vecchio. He bobbled the puck, unable to get the shot away, and through 20 minutes, we're all knotted up. At the conclusion of one period, the score: Delaware Blue Hens 1, Providence College Friars 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena as we get ready for period number 2. Tied up 1-1 through 20 minutes. And we take you back to the 412 Communications instant replay. So Brendan Stam's 6th goal of the season, 4:25 into the game to put the Blue Hens on the board. But then it was this net front secondary opportunity from Jesse Peck. To put the Friars back on level pegging. About ready to go for period number 2 from Fred Rust Arena. 34 seconds left on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens. As the Providence Friars make their way back onto the ice. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. Eli Swope, the stat man, our wonderful production assistant, stepping in on video duty today. And a tip of the hat to the rest of the crew as well. Co-executive producer Molly Jo Rosen, assistant producer Broadway Joe Sindoni, and of course Joe and Daniel and Abito and Fernando and the rest of the crew here at Fred Rust Arena, who make it an absolute pleasure to come to work every weekend. Hens start period 2 with 34 seconds left on a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Pinot and Sharp await the word from Darren Mattern. We're ready to go. Puck is down. Off they go. "20 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Hens. And a quick stoppage as Delaware are ruled offside. Final 15 shot from Wogish. Back in the lineup this weekend after being sidelined for a good long while with an upper body injury. Turned aside by Dean Sacamano, who stopped 11 of 12 in first period play, and now the Friars are back to full strength. This is tied up at center right in front of us. DeMasters pitches the puck free. He chases it down in the near corner of the Providence zone, but he's met by a Cielo shoulder check. It's played behind the net around to Shane Kelly, but he's swarmed by a pair of blue end forward checkers. Brendan Stam nearly forcing the turnover. Holding the point was Flom. This cleared by Marchione, but walked back in by Josh Flom. 1-on-3. The shot was headed wide from 30 feet, tipped into the far corner by Sacamano. Greco throws a bouncing puck in behind the Providence goal. It's cleared up the near wall by Cielo, but not out of his own accord. This will come back an icing thanks to Moriarty. So 89 seconds have gone by in period number 2, and the face-off will come to the right of Dean Sacamano. Flom and Pinot contest the draw near side. Engelman holding the point. Rolls the puck behind the net. It is chipped by Marchione. Beyond the reach of Greco, and he clears. Moriarty nearly stole the puck from Aiden Getz, who hustled back into his own zone. Here a one-timer off a failed clear from Jesse Peck. Looking for the back of the net a second time for Providence, but he's denied by Monty from 40 feet out. Here's Joey Engelman up the middle. He couldn't find Lawson on the stretch pass through neutral ice. Lawson and Carolyn scrap for the puck in the near corner of the Providence zone. Seamus Carolyn, the Connecticuter, Works this up the left wall to Derek Daly. Daly leads a 2-on-2. Shot, score. Daly rifles that top shelf over Monty's trapper. The glove side goal makes this 2-1 advantage Providence. All of 2:18 into the second period. And the Friars have taken their first lead of the afternoon. Providence goal, his first of the season, scored by number 11, Derek Daly. Assisted by number 4, Seamus Carolyn. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Daly's first of the season from Carolyn at 2:18. So the Hens forced to play catch-up as Daly looking for another is denied by Monty, who holds on for the freeze and the pause in play with just under 3 minutes elapsed in the second period. Face-off comes to the near side. Gavin Edmonds across from Jake Quinn, pair of middle six forwards. Contesting the D-zone face-off from Delaware's perspective. The Hens clear, but the stretch pass to Vecchio didn't connect. Brennan to Edmonds the other way. Entry just onside. The Medua shot was sticked up into the netting and out. Quinn won the D-zone draw across from Edmonds. Buckman, who scored his first goal of the year in Friday night's 2-1 overtime win against Cincinnati. Fed the puck to Wogish, but he failed to clear, turning it over just inside the blue line to Ian Medua. Milsarek up the right wall to Joey Wogish. Wogish caught up to, but he still completes the centering pass to Vecchio, it was. Back the other way came Medua. Long shot, stick by Monty to the far corner. This has been a game of waves. Delaware controlling the momentum for a few minutes. Providence controlling the momentum for a few minutes, back and forth. And so far, Providence with the upper hand with a 2-1 lead. That long shot from Aiden Getz was paddled to the corner by Sacamano. Brennan and Engelman converge in the near corner. Puck is knocked loose, but recovered by Providence's Seamus O'Donnell. Flipped by Duffy toward Krattenmaker, but recovered by Engelman just inside his line. Krattenmaker chips it up the far side to generate a 2-on-2, but Sharp catches up to him and forces the turnover on the centering pass. Stam couldn't steer it up the wall. This is Sharp. Odd man rush for the Hens. Across to Stam left side. Shot bothered by the reaching stick of Ryan Cielo, but Stam got his own rebound. Now he waits for the reinforcements to come in, but he failed to cycle it cleanly into the corner, taken away by Cielo, and Jack Krattenmaker advances this up the middle to Marchione. Marchione stood up by Lipinski in the high slot. Coming back the other direction, Kramer to Stam, thrown in from just inside the blue line. Puck paddled to the backboards by Sacamano. And here come the Friars back on the offensive, led by Michael Pinot. Pinot slowed up by Lipinski, succeeds in chasing the puck down. He leaves this to Cielo at the right point. Long shot, ricochets off the back wall. Recovered and maintained for Providence by Kelly. Kelly knocked off his feet. Puck is loose. Flom scraps forward alongside Moriarty. Flom with space now as Flaherty and Moriarty are tied up. And Lipinski bats the puck over the Providence blue line, but he couldn't maintain control. Mike Pinot sends it back across neutral ice. Flaherty clears but turns it over. The shot from Stavridis, saved by Monty. Greco taking some heat out of a hot kitchen. He lofts the puck towards center. And Nick Lawson, here's a 2-on-2. Flom, no! Had time and space galore, but couldn't connect. Play halted with 13:22 to go in the second. Providence with a 2-1 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. Faceoff's going to come just above the Providence blue line. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning could help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic disinfecting and sanitization of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Attacking zone draw coming the Hens' way, thanks to the long Mahalios shot, which was off target but into the glove of Sacamano. DeMasters and Daly. Derek Daly backhands the puck behind the goal. Trying to walk it free is Seamus Carolyn. Left across to Stavridis near side. Headman to Connolly. Chased down by Daly in the near corner. He's met by Christian. Daly couldn't run the gauntlet, neither could Connolly. This to Carolyn, cross ice feed, Peck. Drop back to Stavridis. Trying to walk in from the point. He's slowed up by Buckman, who in turn steers Peck to the corner. Puck is turned over, recovered by Leighton DeMasters, and carried now by Mahalios up ice to set up a 2-on-2 for the Hens. Headman to Polchlepek in the slot, didn't connect. Mahalios recovers the puck below the net. Polchlepek to Flom at the right point. Back to Hubert. Polchlepek it goes. Hard shot from the right dot. Off the pads of Sacamano. This is worked around to Joey Engelman. Into the slot. Polchlepek caught unawares. Gets bobbles at the right point off the feed from Mahalios. And the Hens are forced to regroup. Delayed offside. The new player coming in must tag up and does. That new player is Anthony Greco. He's working together now with Vecchio and Quinn as the lines have changed up a little bit. 11:32 to go in the second period from Fred Rust Arena. Providence College leading 2-1 over the Delaware Blue Hens. Shots even, 15 aside. Quinn cleared up the middle, but any attempts for a pass were broken up by Mark Anstis just above the line. This will come back an icing. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Isn't that the truth? So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, between your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you, East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between, including good old Cincinnati. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com to learn more. The Engelman shot was blocked by Ian Madua. Puck lay loose in neutral ice, recovered by Vecchio. Chased down by Wogish, but it's turned from his reach by Leahy. Have to be careful with Leahy and Edmonds. Leahy wearing 39, Edmonds wearing 36. But they've both got 36 on their sleeves. The Mark Anstis shot. Squared up for by Monty. He needed some help to control the rebound. Joey Wogish comes back in the other direction. His shot held on to by Dean Sacamano for a pause with 10:21 to go in the second period. And the Delaware Blue Hens trying to get back on even footing with the Providence College Friars. Face off to Sacamano's left. Sharp scraps for the puck, but holding the point. No, not holding the point, said Bryce Lindsay. Was Pat Flaherty after he bobbled momentarily in front of his own bench. Duffy cross-ice feed to O'Donnell the other way. Shot goes up into the netting and out of action. With 9:57 to go in the second period, Providence leading 2-1 over Delaware, and we're halfway there indeed. Face off to Monty's right. Hens need to do better to generate quality chances. The passes are a little bit rushed. That one intercepted and walked in by Krattenmaker. Trying to dance through traffic was Marchione, but he couldn't twinkle toe his way to the cage. Kramer the other direction. Slowed up by the back-checking Sam Marchione. Pinot tries to accelerate away from Stam. This advance to Kelly. Now Pinot taking aim. Delayed penalty. And it will be called against Delaware with 9:08 to go in the second period. So Hens are back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. As Brian Kramer takes the walk of shame for a high stick. And the Hens head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the second time tonight, or today, however you look at it. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 14, Brian Kramer. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 52 seconds in the second period. Kramer, 2 for high sticking at 10:52. Half a minute gone already on the Kramer high stick. Greco barely clears the zone. Moriarty walks back in, drop pass to Pinot just inside the line. Taken away by Lawson. A rolling puck is flipped to center. Greco turns and shoots from center. And he just gained the Hens an attacking zone faceoff with 1:10 to go on the Kramer penalty. Flaherty, Lipinski, Wogish, and Vecchio. That's about as offensive-minded a penalty-killing unit as you can get. Vecchio with 12 points so far this season. Joey Wogish in his second game back. Well, in seasons past for Delaware, the senior from Ringwood, New Jersey, has been nothing short of potent. This is controlled by Providence. Ultimately, cross-ice pass finds Connolly. It was sent his way by Marchione. Marchione confronted by Wogish just inside the line. Wogish trying to take away the passing opportunities. Now swarming Cielo. Marchione leaves us behind the net. Connolly could not set up Peck. 35 seconds remaining on the Kramer high sticking minor, which led to Delaware's second Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the day. Cielo just deked Wogish off his feet. Shot, waffle boarded up and away by Monty. So we're 17-17 now on the shot department. Marchione, Peck looking for a second. Frozen by Monty for the pause. We'll give it another look. Solid puck movement here from Providence on this power play. Joe Monty doing a good job keeping the puck in front of him. And we're down to the final 7 seconds of this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. As Daly wins the faceoff. Final shot of the power play came from Ryan Cielo. At the top of the opposite circle, Monty freezes on the rebound chance, and we've got another stoppage. Hens emerge. Dimitri Mahalios with the steal. He tries to walk between defenders, but he was slowed up by Jackson Leahy. Now the reinforcements come in. DeMasters failed to carry him at beyond the reach of Anstis. And Mark Anstis through traffic will be slowed up by a Michael Buckman poke check just beyond the blue line. This rifled back in. But Dimitri Mahalios unable to maintain Delaware's newfound momentum. Polchlepek to DeMasters. Double L's shot from distance far side was sticked away by Sacamano after it rang his pads. Final 6:15 of the second period. Providence 2, Delaware 1. From Fred Rust Arena, both of these teams in their third game of the weekend. Delaware after splitting a pair at Cincinnati. The Polchlepek shot goes into the glove of Sacamano, and we've got a pause. These Blue Hens town to town and up and down the dial for the last few weeks. And their road schedule continues over the next couple of weeks as well, leading to the Thanksgiving break. A couple of home games in the Friday night slots against Ryder and Maryland, respectively. We'll have both of those for you on the DHN. And we're taking the show on the road, too, as we'll travel with the Hens as they take on the Bronx a week from Saturday. A week from yesterday, that is. And then Maryland 2 weeks from yesterday. We will not be making the trip to Stevenson a week from today. As again, a 3-game slate awaits the Blue Hens next week. Home Friday versus Ryder. Away Saturday at Ryder. And away Sunday at Stevenson. Pinot and Sharp took the draw near side. Won by Providence. Kelly to Cielo. Long shot. Caught and held by Monty. Faceoff comes back to the same side. Sharp tries to clear off the draw. But coming in from the half wall is Kelly to protect for the Friars. Unable to hold the zone was Cielo. Kelly could not walk back in. Lipinski tied the puck up. Stam put enough pressure on Cielo to force a turnover on the breakout pass. Marchione swarmed deep in Providence territory. Sharp tries to tie up Moriarty. He forced a failed breakout. This held in briefly by Brian Kramer. Now it's advanced up the middle from Marchioni to Moriarty, crashing the net. Lipinski offering just enough resistance to force a lazy shot, and it was saved easily by Joe Monty for his 19th stop on 21 total shots. Final 4 minutes of the second period of a 2-1 game. Advantage Providence over the Delaware Blue Hens. Vecchio cut to the net. The shot from Quinn held on to by Sacamano for a break and play. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family, with an emphasized focus on athlete wellness as well. DESportsmed.com is where to go to learn more. 3:27 to go in the second period. Providence 2, Delaware 1. From Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. James Witherite joining you here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. With the stat man Eli Swope stepping in on videography duty today. Working a skeleton crew this afternoon, but so far, so great. Hens looking to rebuild some momentum of their own. Vecchio tracks down a rolling puck far half wall. He slams it off the backboards. Quinn's got time and space. He turns and shoots from the bottom of the near circle. He was wide off his mark. Neil Sarek holding the right point. Launches the puck into net front traffic. Wogish scraps for it. He's got some help from Quinn, but it's taken away and now worked up ice by Brennan. Buckman's gonna go. He tied up Jesse Peck on the stretch pass near his side. Peck, as he regathers his glove, waves bye-bye, and Buckman's gonna sit for 2 minutes of shame as the Hens head back to the Delaware Sports Medicine. No, not to the Delaware Sports Medicine, to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Get it right, James. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 26, Michael Buckman, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 39 seconds of the second period. Buckman 2 for interference at 17:39. And there it is in the top left corner for all of you tuning in on the Delaware Hockey Network. Shot from Pinot was saved by Monty. Second penalty coming up, and this will be called boarding. So with 1:31 to go in the second period, Aiden Getz is going to take a seat for a pretty vicious board. The Hens will be down 5-on-3 for the next 70 seconds. Delaware penalty assessed to number 6, Aiden Getz. 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Getz 2 for boarding at 18:29. Stavridis to Carolyn, across to Peck. Final minute of the period upon us. Cross-ice feed from Carolyn was beyond the reach of Stavridis. Ben winds up. Looming net front was Madua. He couldn't finish what Ben Stavridis began. Follow-up shot from Peck was launched into the back glass. It was back to Carolyn. Down low, Stavridis. Floated back high. Carolyn, headman pass into the slot, but Sean Connolly was bothered from all angles. Peck, 25 seconds, let one go from the right dot. He was just wide off the release. Sharp joining Wogish and Lipinski on the PK as Monty makes another save, his 22nd of the afternoon. Final 5 seconds. Stavridis, Peck, shot, score as the period ends. So a power play goal as we see it here. Peck with his second. Coming in the closing seconds. I should say the closing fraction of a second. In the second period. We'll watch it again one more time. With the timestamp on it right now. Time to spare. The score through 2 periods. Providence College Friars 3, Delaware Blue Hens 1. We'll be back after the intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Teams coming back to the ice to start the third period here at Fred Rust Arena. Providence College dominated the second period, and they head to the final frame up 3-1. 2 minutes and 18 seconds into the second. Derek Daly giving the Friars the go-ahead goal, taking aim from 35 feet to beat Joe Monte. And here, with 0.3 of a second to go in the second period, Jesse Peck buries his second goal of the afternoon. To make this a 3-1 hockey game. Even strength to kick off period 3. Pinot and Sharp for the initial face-off, and the third has begun. This will come back in icing. Ten seconds into the third. Delaware traveling left to right. In their home whites, Providence in their head-to-toe black with white and gray sprinkled in. We like a good monochromatic look. They're moving westward here in period 3. Cielo from distance. Monty directs the puck to the near corner. Here's Brian Kramer into a 1-on-3 the other way. He tries to work his way through traffic. Lost his edge trying to cut to the slot. Centering pass came to Quinn, but he couldn't control it amid a sea of black sweaters. The Aiden Getz shot from the point was blocked right at the release. Quinn on the re-entry. He shoots. Glove save from Sacamano for the pause. 67 seconds gone in the third period of a 3-1 hockey game. Face off to the left of Dean Sacamano, who saved 21 of 22, but he's only seen 2 A-grade chances so far. So despite the numbers, a pretty easy workload for Sacamano. And here Monty denies Sean Connolly on the welcome mat. Good for save number 23 of the afternoon. Carolyn pinched to the line by Wogish. Karams the puck behind the net. It is taken away from O'Donnell. Engelman leaves this to Vecchio. Vecchio could not work his way through traffic up the left wing boards. He was slowed up by Ben Stavridis, who has assists on 2 of Providence's 3 goals this afternoon. Carolyn with a lazy shot from the left half wall. Made it on net. Monty with the save. Vecchio slow to his feet after a block. And he stays with the play before this is whistled down by another Monty save. Puck was deflected out with 2:07 gone in the third period. Providence with another attacking zone face-off. Third line in, Gavin Edmonds. Flanked by Anstis and Medua. Another shot, another stoppage. This comes to the near dot again. Third line centers meet. Edmonds and DeMasters. DeMasters tries to turn on the draw, but Leahy holds the point. Long shot from the opposite side, and Daniel Brennan. Turned aside by Monty again. Leahy from distance wide. Puck ricochets off the corner boards, overskated by Mahalios. Trying to recover was Buckman, but it's taken away by Gavin Edmonds and driven deep into the Delaware zone again. Polchlepek floats this up the left wing boards ahead to Dmitry Mahalios. He's surrounded by black sweaters from all sides as he gains the zone. Centering pass. DeMasters tried to drive one in from the low slot, but ultimately to no avail. Sacamano slamming the door for the 22nd time today. Polchlepek tried to walk in. He was slowed up at the top of the far circle by a Daniel Brennan poke check. Edmonds the other side. Hard shot under two-ply pressure, sticked away by Monty. Flaherty controls the rebound. Polchlepek lofts the puck over the reaching stick of Duffy at center, but he could not connect with Mahalios at the far dashers. This is pushed back into the Delaware zone by Duffy. He's met by Lipinski. He caroms the puck in behind the net, but it's beyond the reach of the awaiting Seamus O'Donnell. Flaherty failed to clear. Hard shot from O'Donnell was wide. Lipinski bodied off the puck, has some help now from Flom pulling back on the defensive. Hens able to employ a left wing lock with Flom, currently the fourth line center, able to pull back on D as well as needed. Lawson, shortboard's far side, bobbled. He tried to set up Engelman at the point but couldn't connect. So Getz hustles back into the Delaware end. With just over 4 minutes elapsed to the third period of a 3-1 hockey game, advantage Providence over Delaware. Marchioni, guilty of an icing with 4:20 gone. Here in the third period, and his Providence College Friars nursing a 2-goal lead. Hens with the attacking zone draw coming up. Ethan Sharp in to take it across from Pinot. Of course, Providence, after the icing, unable to change players. Kelly slowed up by Stam as he tried to bulldoze back up the near wall into Delaware territory. Friars set up on the attack. Carolyn wound up from distance. Shot was blocked up and away. Kramer brings it down. Odd man rush for the Hens coming up. The entry is good. Kramer's shot. Squared up for the save by Sacamano, coming up to the edge of the crease and then some. Sharp tried to feed to Kramer below the goal off the rebound, but this puck was nearly taken away. Buckman held the right point. He launched it in off the backboards. Rebound chased by Marchioni in front of his own bench. He rifles it clear, and this goes out of play with 14:53 to go in period number 3. Daly wins the neutral zone draw for the Friars. Seamus Carolyn sure to gain that red line this time before the release. Launches the puck into the far corner of the Delaware end. It's recovered by Vecchio. Cross-ice pass intended for Wogish on the breakout. A little too much for Joey to handle. This comes back to Christian just inside the Delaware line, but he's pressured by Derek Daly, the forechecking Friar. Carolyn held the zone. Redirect from Daly. Great chance in the slot, but it's waffle boarded out of harm's way by Joe Monty. Vecchio the other direction. Tried to split the wickets. He draws the penalty, and he is slow to get up with 14:16 to go in the third period. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the DA10. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Back inside Fred Rust Arena, 14-16 to go in the third period. And as Vecchio is helped off, we can tell you Ben Stavridis has been sent off for roughing, so a minor penalty. Going against the Friars, sending the Blue Hens to a Delaware Sports Medicine power play. 0 for 2 so far with the man advantage. Will the third time be a charm? We'll find out beginning right now. The Providence penalty was assessed to number 21, Benjamin Stavridis. 2 minutes for roughing. And the Hens strike 11 seconds in. Brendan Stam with his second. He winds up off the setup from Kramer to pot his 7th of the year. And it's now a 3-2 hockey game as the Blue Hens connect on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Time of the Providence penalty, 5 minutes 44 seconds in the third period. Again, it was Stavridis, 2 for roughing at 5:44. A Delaware goal, his 7th of the season and 2nd of the game, scored by number 11, Brendan Stam. Assisted by number 14, Brian Kramer. And number 25, Leighton DeMasters. Time of the power play goal, 5 minutes 56 seconds in the third period. Stam's 7th, 2nd of the game from Kramer and DeMasters. At 5:56, a power play goal. So it's a 1-goal game again from Fred Rust Arena as Anthony Greco mans the corner, I should say. That shot from Engelman sticked away amid heavy net front congestion. 7 minutes gone in the third period. Delaware back to within a goal. It stands 3-2 thanks to Brendan Stam's power play goal, just 12 seconds into the man advantage. Cielo turns the puck to the far corner, pursuing his Flom. Lawson offers forechecking heat. Icing waved off. Stretch pass to Greco up the near wall. He rolls the puck in behind the Providence cage. Holding is Buckman off the failed Mike Pinot clear. Flom over skates. Greco net front off the setup from Lawson. Couldn't connect. Lawson follow-up chance into the glove of Dean Sacamano for a stoppage in play with 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Delaware turning the heat on, but they still have one to make up. Friars win the D-zone draw. Clearing is Kelly. Kramer recovers for the Hens mid-zone. He flips the puck across ice, trying to angle to it was Stam. He's got both Delaware goals so far. Pinot at center. Hacks the puck deep into the Delaware end off his backhand. This was steadied by Buckman. Sharp could not maintain control. Pinot slowed him up. Long shot came from Stavridis. It was blocked. Here's Stam again. Odd man rush for Delaware. 3-on-2. Stam shot. Blocked on the doorstep by Seamus Carrollin, doing well to clog the slot for the Friars. Secondary chance. Again, Stam fed the puck, but he couldn't do anything with it in a congested slot. Kramer couldn't reel it in from Sharp off the centering feed. Lipinski, after losing the zone, slams the puck hard into the Providence end. Despite the delayed offside, that gives the Delaware Blue Hens time to get some fresh legs on with 11:11 to go in the third period. And a 3-2 deficit still to try to erase. Sean Lipinski through the neutral zone, comes barreling back in up the right wing boards. He was slowed up by Peck upon gaining the line. This puck cleared back the other way by Leahy. The shot from Peck, looking for the hat trick. Into Monty's pads for save number 29. Quinn clears, Mahalios pursues. Leahy near side. Stretch pass goes up into the netting and out. The Masters wins the neutral zone draw. Polchlepek to Engelman to Greco. This is blocked back to Getz at the Delaware blue line. Outlet pass too hard for the Masters to handle. Leahy took it out of the path of Polchlepek, but Greco protects for the Hens. Brennan recovers in the far corner for Providence, but he can't carry him it clear. Thrown in by Getz. Hens need to get something concerted going here. That was a bit of a helter-skelter exchange. Able to maintain momentum in the Providence zone, but as far as generating chances, not much to show for it. Here a shot from Greco right down the pipe, and it's held on to by Dean Sacamano for a pause with 9:49 to go, and that's going to enable Delaware to get some fresh legs on for the attacking zone faceoff. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. InjuryDE.com, the place to go. This shot sticked up into the netting and out by Monty. Face off to Monty's left, cleared by DeMasters, pushed into the neutral zone by Engelman after Cielo tried to keep the right point airtight for the black-clad Friars. Marchioni to Anstis, but the procession is halted at the Providence blue line. Marchioni this time flips the puck into the Delaware zone. Converging in the corner were Madua and Christian, and A gathering of college-age boys ensued. Representing Maryland and Rider respectively, but we imagine there'll be joint efforts on the broadcast front both weekends, and we'll pass those details along to you as soon as they're made available. Providence penalty assessed to number 36, Gavin Edmonds. And we'll get you the rest of the story here momentarily. Friars light the lamp. With 8:45 to go, it's now a 4-2 game. So an even strength goal, and as mentioned, we still have penalties to walk you through as well. Again, the Providence penalty was assessed to number 36, Gavin Edmonds. Delaware penalty to number 17, Hubert Polchlepek. Both guys 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct and 2 more for roughing. Time of the matching double minors, 10 minutes, 42 seconds in the third period. Edmonds, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct, 2 more for roughing. Polchlepek, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct and 2 for roughing. Those penalties at 10 minutes, 42 seconds. In the third period. The Providence College goal, first of the season, scored by number 3, Jack Krattenmaker. Assisted by number 55, Sam Marchione. Time of the even strength goal, 11 minutes, 15 seconds in the third period. Krattenmaker's first from Marchione at 11:15. That was an even strength goal. Delayed penalty coming up against Delaware as Wogish touches, and another one's going to go. .7:52 remaining. And Jake Quinn's going to get ushered off. What does Brent Kendall have to say? Do we have roughing or do we have cross-checking? We saw two signals from Brent. And it's going to be both. Double minor against Quinn sends the Hens back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 9, Jake Quinn. 2 minutes for high sticking and 2 more for cross-checking. Time of the double minor, 12 minutes, 8 seconds in the third period. Quinn, double minor, high sticking and cross-checking, assessed at 12:08 in the third period. The Hens driving back into Providence territory as we come to the final 7 minutes of the game. The Stavridis shot was wide. Peck looking for the hat trick, couldn't thread one through from the dot. Rebound controlled and cleared by Kramer. 6:15 remaining in regulation, 2:20 to go on the Quinn penalty. 4-2 hockey game, advantage Providence. Looking for a fifth was Moriarty, but he's locked out by Monty, who flashes the leather to stop play with 6:02 to go. In the third period, Providence leading 4-2, and they've got a man advantage for another 2:10. Carolyn across the line, Stavridis' shot was wide. Back to Stavridis, this comes at the right point, swarmed by Sharp. Pinot to Moriarty, cross-ice feed. He threw the puck into a congested slot, but it was blocked away. Stavridis set up Pinot. Hard shot sticked away by Monty. 100 seconds left on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty. Stavridis again. Shot from center point was wide. Milseric played the body behind the net on Shane Kelly, and Buckman launched the puck clear. 5:15 remaining. Time running out for the Blue Hens. This is chipped ahead to Greco. Stam cutting to the net. The puck never made it to him. Greco's shot was right into the pads of Sacamano. Dean Sacamano with 28 saves on 30 total shots. We're inside the final 5 minutes from Fred Rust Arena. Marchione, the recipient of the outlet pass up the near side, checked off the puck. Pinot held. Marchione centering feed from Peck to David Moriarty. And the Friars have 5. David Moriarty pots his 7th of the year. And we'll see it again right now. So a power play goal for the Providence College Friars has all but put this away. The tally now standing 5-2 in Providence's favor. Providence College goal, 7th of the season, scored by number 29, David Moriarty. Assisted by number 16, Jesse Peck, and number 55, Sam Marchione. Time of the power play goal, 15 minutes, 31 seconds in the third period. Moriarty's 7th from Peck and Marchione at 15:31. It was a power play goal. .335 to go. Play will restart in the Providence zone, but for the Blue Hens, divine intervention might be a necessity at this point if they're going to come back after letting up. 2 unanswered from the Friars. .324 remaining. A Sacamano save. And the face-off coming at the opposite side. Inside the final 200 now. Quinn with the steal. Shot sticked up in the air by Brennan right off the release. And with another puck sent out of play, action is halted with 3:07 to go. Quinn and Daly meeting to the right of Dean Sacamano, who's recorded 29 saves for his Providence Friars, who will improve to 7-2-1 on their way back up 95, and heaven help them the Merritt Parkway if it becomes an issue. Engelman behind his own net. Turned the puck over, the centering pass from the far corner, and Connolly was intercepted. Polchlepek sure to gain the red line. Drives the puck the rest of the way in Providence territory. Hens will change. 2:17 to go. Friars 5, Blue Hens 2 from Fred Rust Arena. Here a 2-on-2 zone entry for the Friars. Stavridis could not reel in the puck, centered to him by Daly in the high slot. This is Sharp pulling back. Advance to Kramer, the entry is good. Kramer lobs the puck in, Stam crashing the net, couldn't get there in time before Sacamano swatted the puck out of his reach. Odd man rush the other direction for Providence. Centering pass to Peck. Did not connect off the stick of Moriarty. Hens 2-on-2 the other way, Stam again. Trying for his third. Shot was shoveled out of harm's way by Sacamano. Flom put one on a tee for Stam to no avail. Another Sacamano save as the Hens are just throwing the puck on net. Here's Stam trying, good chance, but a glove save the other way by Dean Sacamano, keeping this a 5-2 hockey game. A more deliberate chance just now from Stam. And a puck into the rafters and out. .1:10 to go. Hens return to home ice on Friday when they take on Ryder. Game time 5:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 Pacific. Flom in the far corner. And play halted again, this time with 44 seconds to go. Cross check on Marchione. So a Delaware Sports Medicine power play awaits the Blue Hens. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Providence penalty assessed to number 55, Sam Marchione. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 15 seconds in the third period. Marchione 2 for cross-checking at 19:15. Time has run out for the Blue Hens. Last chance from Wogish off the feed from Kramer. Slammed back at him by Sacamano. And that will do it from Fred Rust Arena. This afternoon's final score: Providence College Friars 5, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Final shots on goal: Providence 37, Delaware 36. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star, with 2 assists for the Providence College Friars, number 21, Benjamin Stavridis. The number 2 star with 2 goals for Delaware, number 11, Brendan Stam. And the number 1 star of the game, with 2 goals and an assist for the victorious Providence College Friars, number 16, Jesse Peck. So that brings our weekend of action on the Delaware Hockey Network to its conclusion. Providence improves to 7-2-1. Delaware drops to 10-9-2 on the year. For the whole crew, for production assistant, videographer, statistician, he does it all, Eli Slope. For MJR, for Broadway Joe, for everybody behind the scenes, James Witherite saying thank you for your company this afternoon. Again, the final score: Providence College Friars 5, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Until Friday, James Witherite saying we'll catch you on the flip side on the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. Good night, and see you Friday.